One thing Brady has talked about a lot before, Tuukka, is that the Patriots play so deep into the playoffs so often that it's almost like he's played an additional 3 or 4 NFL seasons on top of the 20 seasons he's played, and that it's tougher to recover and get ready for the next season. So what do you do when you play deep into June and a lot of other teams finish their season in early April to get ready for the October start of the season?
I think the mental aspect is the biggest thing, especially if it's a disappointing loss like that. You have to just kind of unwind and try to forget about hockey as much as you can. But then again, you only have 2.5, 3 months until the next season starts, so you got to take a month for your body to recover. So it's a really small window to kind of recover and then try to get back in shape. I think that if you can just kind of like do something and stay somewhat in shape and keep skating, that'll help you start the new season, because you only have a couple months between the games. But I think the mental, it's such a grind hockey season. You play 82 games plus 25 possibly, so mentally it's very draining, and the fresher mentally you can be, the better off you are, I think.
The Red Sox apologists like Ken Laird would say that there is a World Series hangover, and that is what has plagued the Red Sox this year. You hockey guys would never use an excuse like that. But you don't feel like there's going to be a hangover heading into this season for you guys.
Well, we didn't win, so I don't know what kind of a hangover that's going to be. But I think that's what you hear a lot. Different sports, you hear the same words, but as players, you always have to go out there, and you get paid to play, so you have to be at your best and be ready to play. So there's no time to talk about hangovers at no point.
How many years do you think Big Z has left?
Well, how many years is Brady going to play?
Bingo. Bingo. Is there a TB12 for the Bruins, by the way?
I think Z was starting some kind of a brand there. I don't know what it's called, but he had these hats and whatnot. But yeah, I think he's on the same program as Tommy.
There was, it really bothered me at points during the playoff run where there were some who felt like he should have sat, or that he should have, when it came to the time that he got, that it was too much. I mean, he's right in front of you. You get to see him play all the time. I mean, you certainly feel like you want him there as much as he wants to be there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much more that goes into the game than just the game on the ice. He's been around for 20-some years, and he's been our leader for I don't even know how many years. And his presence in the locker room and off the ice is so huge for everybody in the team that I think that just gives us the lift even on the ice. He's a great player in the penalty kill and in the net front. He cuts so many passes that helps me. That those are the things that people don't necessarily realize when they're just watching the game. But that's why I don't pay attention to media, because you have that kind of people that don't
You mean
understand.
you're not listening? You don't listen to sports radio? You don't pay attention?
I'm gonna stop listening to your guys' show too when our season starts. I know you're gonna turn your jacket around too pretty quick.
Are you kidding me?
No, I would never doubt you.
No, we'll be there vodka chug right
Yeah,
to the bitter
Yes.
end, like it was last year.
Yeah.
That's what I love about you.
I know you've been a part of this event here at WEEI for a few years, and it's an amazing thing to see.
It really is. I think I've been around since I got here. Usually doing the NESN telecast and then sometimes the radio. But and it's the longer you stay in the same town, you kind of see these kids kind of grow and get better and whatnot. And it's such an amazing event, and people do such a great job. And we just try to be, as athletes, we try to help as much as we can. And if it's just donating some money or showing up to here and shaking some hands and seeing kids, it's really heartwarming for us.
Well, I was saying earlier, I feel like when you hear about kind of behind the scenes, how many times your Bruins teammates and you go to visit patients, it's really it's a unique thing. I think I think Boston, and probably I'm being a homer here, but it seems to me like I hear from more nurses and doctors and families about visits that are made that aren't made publicly, and that you guys do it all the time.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of been our thing for the past 10, 15 years. We're trying to kind of have that culture within the Bruins, that when the young kids come in, they know that that's part of the profession. You have to go there. You can go there, and you get to go there. And I think it's luxury of playing in Boston, in the city. You have so many sports teams and so many great hospitals that you can actually just go and visit all kinds of different hospitals, and a lot of cities don't have that. So I think we as athletes, if we can, make kids smile and help their day to get better, I mean, what's better than that? And I've got 2 kids now, so I think it just becomes more important to if you can help other kids and make their day better. So
How old are the kids?
they're 5 and 3.
5 and 3.
Yeah.
Do we have a goaltender in the mix?
I got 2 girls, so I hope
2.
not. I'm pushing away from hockey.
You're pushing them away from hockey?
I don't need to be standing in the cold ice rinks when I'm done playing.
Soccer? I mean, what's it going to be?
Maybe soccer, tennis, gymnastics, dancing, whatever. It's just not hockey. But if they want to play, they play. I'm not going to deny them.
Well, one of your former teammates who blew off the show twice last week because he was overserved has called in this morning, and it's our pleasure to welcome Sean Thornton to the show. Thornty, good morning.
Good morning. Morjesta, Tuukka.
Morjesta. What's up?
Do you guys still own the boat together, or has that been sold?
So
That's a good question.
We
Is
don't
it
have
on?
authority. We don't have it. It's gone. Don't ask.
Is that code?
It's in the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, is it an insurance thing? I mean,
Exactly. The insurance money's coming soon.
Wait, Thornty, did you not get your cut? Tuukka sold the boat that you bought together, and did you not get a cut of it?
Tuukka's been nice enough to carry to float the bills for the last however many years. So whatever he got, he earned.
Well, I mean, he makes goalie money, not tough guy money. So I think that's.
money exactly.
Although, I mean, now you're an NHL executive, you're probably doing pretty well.
Not even close to as good as you, Hillman.
So, Thornty, you have also been a part of this WEEI Nesson Jimmy Fund radio telethon for several years, and we've been talking all morning with the doctors and the nurses and those who are fighting cancer about what an extraordinary place Dana-Farber is.
Yeah, I've been fortunate to visit a bunch. Gotten to know Lisa and them over there fairly well over the past, 10, 12 years. I can't remember the first time I went in there. It was so long ago. But, they do amazing work. A lot of the hospitals in the area, it's just remarkable when you walk in and see what they're doing with the kids daily. And, how the kids actually react is the most heartwarming thing. That the stuff they're going through, and they always have a smile on their face. Really, I always said puts things in perspective for spoiled professional athletes such as ourselves, former professional for me. But amazing work, and happy to try and give a little bit each year to help out where we can.
Well, we're up to $85,183, which has been given so far this morning. And I think it's possible, Thornty, that you're going to put us over the $100,000 mark this morning. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're the foundation's to give $25K again this year, so you can put it up on the board.
All right, we can put 20. Thanks to the Sean Thornton Foundation, we can put $25,000 up on the board. We even have a big check here, which I will hold with my tiny little hands.
You get it at Grand Prize Bank, Greg.
And that's amazing. And I want to point out, Sean, that you were here last week for your golf tournament for the foundation, and there's something about Boston where you continue to be really, really active with your foundation. And I think what that means is that you really wish that you were a senior vice president of the Boston Bruins.
You wouldn't be on WEI if you weren't trying to get me in trouble, huh?
And that maybe if Cam is listening or any of the Jacobs family, you'd be open to some kind of a discussion about that. Is that true?
So Tuukka is a board member of the Sean Thornton Foundation, so he is more than willing to take the photo op with the big check if you so are inclined.
I'm
to.
still in. That's great.
You're still in.
Nice deflection, Thornty.
But it actually looks like a real-size check in Tuukka's hands. That's the thing.